Good evening. Good evening. Maurice. Hey, Maurice. I'm going to go ahead and start. I started to put my makeup on and my earrings and stuff on. And then I was like, you know what? They need to see. Like, this is the end of the day for me. And this is how it is, you know? It's not always pretty when you end the day of trucking, you know? It's it's stressful. It can be stressful, and it's not always a pretty sight at the end of the day. Am I still brokering? No, I do not broker anymore. No. I train brokers and I set up brokerages. I mean, honestly, I don't even dispatch anymore. I have a team that dispatches for me most of the time, you know, unless something happens, such as this week, then I find myself on the phones dispatching. But I don't really do any of the dispatching and brokering anymore. For 7 years, I brokered, and it was beautiful and wonderful, you know, but now, like I said, I train and set up companies. Anyway, my name is Elena Kingetti. I am the proud, so proud. Did I say proud? Let me say proud again. So proud owner and CEO of EK Management and Associates. We're located right here in Raytown, Missouri, suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm so excited. I am so excited. Why am I excited? If you knew how this week went, you would probably be like, Elaine, you don't have anything to be excited about. But I'm excited because we're triumphers, we're overcomers, we make it through, and that's what I'm excited about. I was doing a broker training this week, and a shout out to the young lady who's in the class, one of the young ladies, and I told a story, and I was talking about how, you know, I've been in this industry for so long, you know, 11 years I've been in, and since 2008. And I keep track, like I keep track of my years because I'm like, oh, I keep track. Anyway, so I was sharing, I said, you know, the thing about it is I coined the phrase, it's trucking, you know, and so in my office, everybody says it's trucking. That's just what I say, it's trucking, you know, it's just trucking. Like, it's just trucking. It's a part of it, you know. When issues come up, it's just a part of it. The trucking industry, if you're looking at getting into trucking, the trucking industry in itself, it's never the same. If you're a person that's consistent, constant, you don't like change, you don't want to deal with change, change just drives you crazy. Log off of this YouTube video and go find another career to get into. And I'm telling you what probably nobody else is going to tell you. It is like, it's change. It's change. It's constant change every single day. And you have to be ready for the change. If you're not ready for the change, you are going to go crazy. Let me tell you just how I started my morning. I love YouTube. Like, I feel like this YouTube is like a therapy for me. It's the craziest thing. Anyway, let me just tell you how I started my morning, especially if you're thinking about going into trucking. So we had an ice storm and a blizzard here in Kansas City yesterday. Can't get rid of this weather. And you know, we had the blizzard or whatever. So I had two trucks. And the thing, they were supposed to come here and switch out because it's a long story, they had switched out before, and so they were switching their trucks out, you know, so they could get their original trucks back, the drivers. So, not a big deal. You guys switch your trucks out. I linked them up in Kansas City so they can switch their trucks out. Both of them had loads that they had to do, you know. Not a big deal. Not supposed to be a big deal. So I go out to dinner last night. If you know me, I don't cook or anything. I got you unlimited transporting. Do I broker intermodal loads? I don't broker at all. I go out to dinner, and you know, if you know me, I don't cook. So usually we have typically we have a, what was I about to say? Typically, I don't cook, so typically I go out to eat. I'm sorry, something came through at the same time I was talking. Typically I go out to eat every night. So me and my mom went out, and all of a sudden we're eating, and the snowstorm starts coming. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, if they have any problems, issues, the drivers, they'll call me, they fine. So I wake up this morning at 7 a.m. to that one of the trucks broke down, and he was supposed to deliver, of course, this morning, and he broke down at 3 a.m. in the morning. So that's what I woke up to at 7 a.m., that the truck broke down at 3 a.m., and he's still 4 hours out from his delivery. And I had to get somebody out there to get the truck fixed, to figure out what was going on, get the truck fixed. We finally got it fixed. My mechanic, the good thing about it is that the truck broke down in Kansas City. If the truck had broke down somewhere else, I probably would have paid 4 times the amount that I paid today to get the truck fixed. Mechanic got the truck fixed, and driver got on his way. He just delivered the load. But that was my 7 a.m. wake-up call this morning. I should have had my little self up before 7, but that was my 7 a.m. wake-up call. And so anyway, so the truck, he finally got delivered and got unloaded. So the whole point of the whole entire thing is that you just never know what you're going to run into from day to day, and that's if you own the truck, if you broker the load. The broker's morning started off with me giving him a call for a load that's supposed to deliver at 7 a.m. this morning. I'm calling him at 7 a.m. when the load is supposed to be there at 7 a.m., letting him know, guess what, my driver's still 4 hours away or 3 hours away. And not just that, I still have to get the truck fixed. And so the broker's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, how long is it going to take? Sweetie, I don't even know, because I got to wait for the mechanic to go get the truck. And the mechanic is telling me, because of the snow and the ice, he doesn't know what time he's going to go even look at the truck. Once he looks at the truck, we got to figure out what's wrong with the truck. Then he has to go get the parts, and hopefully he can get it fixed today, So everybody on the same end. So then, of course, I'm not the broker, but I've been a broker, and I know how to broker. So I know the broker then has to call the shipper and let the shipper know his customer, the broker then has to let the customer know, hey, this is what's going on, however he puts it to them, and they're like, okay, so what time is the load going to deliver? Well, I don't know what time the load is going to deliver, because the truck is still broke down and we're waiting on the mechanic. So then you have to call, the shipper's going to have to call the delivery location, or either the broker's going to have to call the delivery location. What time do you guys close today? What, can he get in there today? Is somebody going to be there later? Well, and then of course they're going to say, this is my life. They're going to say, well, what time are we looking at him getting in? And then the broker is going to say, well, I don't know what time he's getting in. We're still waiting to figure out when the mechanic can get there, because there's ice on the ground. So you guys see? And so, the broker is constantly calling me, because as a broker, that's what you're supposed to do. As a broker, you're the middle person, you're the communicator. And so you're supposed to be the one making the phone calls. The broker is supposed to stay on me. Hey, Elena, what's going on with that truck? Is it fixed yet? Do we know an ETA? Do we know anything like that? That's what a broker is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And as a dispatcher, I'm supposed to be on my driver. Hey, and the mechanic, and coordinating. I need this fixed and this and that. And really, not really as a dispatcher. I'm supposed to be as a dispatcher, I'm supposed to stay on the driver. As the owner of the company, are you guys getting this? Are you getting this? As the owner of the company, I have to stay on top of the mechanic. I have to know what part needs to be fixed, and does that part have anything to do with another part? I don't want a quick fix. I don't need him getting on the highway and then you just threw something together and now it's breaking down again. So I need to know what part needs to be fixed, and then that part that needed to be fixed, does it affect another part? Is it a deeper issue in line here, or is this just it? Is it just the airline? Is it just the compressor? What are we looking at? What's the after effect of it? How much is it going to cost? Do we do a used part? Do we do a new part? How long is it going to take? Do you got to go to Volvo to get the part? Can you go somewhere else and get the part? Okay, now how long is it going to take? All right, let me get you a checkout. And when can I look at when he's going to get on the road? So that's trucking. That's one day. one day. And I just went through every single element, I was telling them in my training, that trucking is basically the it's like it makes up the supply chain. The freight is like business. The business world. It makes up that supply chain. It is just the logistics of everything, and it all goes in. So one little thing you think that it's not going to affect, but it's affecting from warehouse to warehouse workers to guess what? Now, okay, my driver, he's on the road. I'm just painting a picture for you guys. Now my driver is on the road, and he gets on the road at 1 o'clock, so 3 hours. He's probably going to get there about 4:30, 5:30. Okay, it's dropping at Home Depot. That means that Home Depot calls me back, or calls the broker back, not me, because I'm talking to the broker, calls the broker back and says, hey, we're going to keep a couple guys here late. So now you have an effect on Home Depot, because now they have to pay those workers to stay there late. So guess what? My truck better get in there, because Home Depot is paying overtime for those guys to wait just to unload Elena's little truck, And so the broker's calling me, and the broker's going to make sure to let me know these people are going to stay late for your driver. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, are you sure he's going to get there? Yeah, he's going to get there. So I hang up, and I'm with the driver. Make sure you pedal, and get to the boom, 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 and make sure you get there, because these people are waiting for you right now. They're waiting for you. And that, so it goes back again, as an owner, I have to make sure that you put good product on his truck. I cannot have this truck breaking down. It's cold outside. Can you go ahead and look at the tires? Make sure our tires are good. Make sure everything is up to good. Make sure the heat is good in the truck. I have to, awesome question, Teddy. I'm speaking from the dispatcher's perspective, the carrier's perspective, the broker's perspective, the shipper's perspective, the whole entire perspective of the whole thing when you're looking at an issue. So anything can go wrong. And the whole point of this whole me going on and on is just to let you know that anything can happen, like anything. And then you wake up, one morning, everything's good. No issues, no problems. Everybody's on the road. You brokered the load. Your drivers got there. You're the owner of the company. Everything got, your things are getting paid out. Everything is good. You come in Monday morning. It's already a Monday, and then an issue. So my point is just that if you're not used to change, if you can't handle emotional roller coasters, if you can't handle stress, don't come over here. Stay out. But if you can, or if you have, if you're so determined to get into this and to make it work, just know that that's just it. The constant change is change. The constant change is change. When I have my dispatchers, when I'm hiring people in my office, that's the number one thing I tell them. If you can't deal with change, don't get here. If you can't deal with my attitude, probably don't get here, because when change is going on and when things are happening, my attitude is probably coming out as not the happiest environment all the time, But guess what? We celebrate. When we celebrate hard, But when things are going on, it's going on, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just going on. So that is it. I'm going to stop right there, because I think I gave a lot of information. And I just started off just telling you guys why I don't have no makeup and earrings on. And my hair is pent up. And then I just went through the whole day. I don't know. But anyway, I am going to be in California next week doing training. And I'm going to be in California next week doing training. And I just got back from Houston. And Houston was awesome. Like, if you haven't watched that video, you guys go in and watch that video. It was awesome. It was just really, really good, the Houston training. All of my trainings are good. I'm not going to, I have good time with everybody. And, I've met some awesome, wonderful people at doing this. And so it's been good, Houston, I think it's because it was Valentine's Day, and it was so many, they were like couples getting into the industry, and we just, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we just went at it. And, my trainers, the tour is like 5 hours a day. and we just go at it. I'm so serious. Like, I probably have too much information up here, and we just kind of go at it. And I'm so excited about everybody that was in that training, because everyone in the training is actually, they have trucks. They're buying trucks. They're purchasing trucks, and so they're getting in. Remember, I'm doing the Pink Ladies special. 50% off for any women, 50% off, because I need and I want you guys to come in here. I need and I want for you guys to come on in, knock on the door, kick that door down. It's no glass ceiling this way, baby. If it is, we done shattered it. It's no glass ceiling. Like, you can go as far and as long as you want to go here. I'm just telling you that. It's no joke. So anyway, send me an email, info, I-N-F-O, at thetheekm.com. Pink Ladies, what Pink Ladies is, I'm starting a network for women that are looking to get into trucking, and to encourage women, I'm doing 50% off. This week, next week will be the last time to get in. And it's 50. Oh, you're in Los Angeles. Awesome, Kiana. I'm going to be in Los Angeles next week. Honey, you need to enroll in class. I'm going to be there next week. So all the Pink Ladies, we're doing 50% off. What that means is, like, my training that is going to be in LA next week is normally $2,500, so it'll be $1,250. And in the tour trainings, when I do my tours, I go over dispatching, I go over freight brokering, I go over truck management, how to manage the trucking company, all of those things I go over. And it's in person, it's not live online, it's in person. And we go at it like 4 or 5 hours a day. It's just, it's good, it's intense. I'll say this, I wish somebody had something like that when I got in, just to be able to know. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back too much, but just know I'm sitting with somebody who's genuine, who's going to give it to me the real way, give me the truth and things like that. And so that's just basically it. As far as online, we do online dispatching training. It's $1,000. So if you're a woman, $500, like, that is so a steal. I'm so serious. We do freight broker training online. It's $1,500 if you're a woman, $750. And truck management training, learn how to handle the back end of that trucking industry, get your paperwork going, your factoring company, your fuel cards, all of that stuff. $1,500 if you're a woman, $750 this week. And then setting up a trucking company. We have it's $1,500 where we help you get that trucking company set up from A to Z. Basically, we do everything: get your authority, get your DOT number, hold your hand throughout the process, give you referrals and references to who to get the truck from, who to get the trailer from, who to get insurance from. Just basically holding your hand so you don't make any mistakes. We process everything for you. That is normally Kiana, I see you, sweetie. I see you. Kiana, send me an email, like, probably now. Info, I-N-F-O, at thetheekm.com. Because the reason why I'm not really advertising California training is because it's a little full. But it's to shoot me an email so we can see if we can get you in there. Info, I-N-F-O, at thetheekm.com. Go ahead, shoot me an email right now. And when I get done with the live training, I'll respond back, or put your telephone number in there, and I'll call you tonight. So anyway, so $1,500, set up the trucking company. And this week, just for women, is $750. When I say these little women have been taking advantage of this, it's crazy. Like, I can't even start the network yet because it's so many women that are like, I see your question about Atlanta. It's so many women that have signed up, and me and Ashley are trying to, like, get everything together and stuff. And it's no secret. I tell everyone, I'm not the most organized person in the world. And when you talk to me, if I tell you something, put it in the email and send it to Ashley. Miss Elena said, because I will so forget. And so I'm trying to, I wish God would just say, here, Elena, here's 27 instead of 24 hours. I would be so happy. Like, just, God, can you give me an extra 3? But anyway, go ahead and... So the women, I'm looking at getting that started. It's just that we have so many women that are coming, and it's awesome. It's just like awesome. So you know, if you enrolled in the Pink Ladies, you know, and I told you about the networking program, and we're going to start having meetings and conference calls and things like that. Give us a minute to get everybody together, because I don't want to start it until I know for sure all the women that we got here, you know, and then do a big boom, roll out, here we come industry. You're right, not enough hours would be enough. As far as Atlanta goes, I do have Atlanta on my training. I got Atlanta March 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Atlanta is March 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. So if you're a woman, have price to see me in the ATL. Chicago, you know, I just got back from Chicago. I got back from Chicago. I was thinking about doing a Chicago again in March, because I've had a couple of people talk about Chicago. If you're serious about Chicago, shoot me an email and I can put Chicago on there, because I've been kind of contemplating going back and forth if I want to go back to Chicago in March. But definitely Atlanta, March 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. If you're in Chicago, if you're serious about doing training in Chicago, go ahead and shoot me an email. Because I have a couple other people that were interested in Chicago, and I told them, you know, I would let me look and see if I want to go back that quick. So if you're interested, let me know. Yes, those are the dates for Atlanta. Shoot me an email, info, INFOT, at thetheekm.com. This is how the tour works. If we don't get people to sign up, and Mr. Teddy, shoot me the email, and then I'll tell you where we go. I'll explain to you how to pay. When you shoot your email, just put your telephone number in there, and I'll give you a call tonight. So, what was I going to say? Oh, so this is how the training works. If I don't get people signed up for training, you know what I'm saying, I cancel it. I cancel it for that city, because I can always replace that city with another city. So, like, if 2 weeks out, nobody has signed up, I take it off my calendar. So, like, right now, I might be saying Atlanta, March 20th through the March 21st through the 23rd. But by, like, that first week in March, if I'm not seeing anybody sign up for Atlanta, or that second week in March, I'm not seeing anybody sign up for Atlanta, I take it off, and I just put another city on, you know. So everything is a work in progress, you know what I'm saying? Everything is new, you know, new for people, new for all of this. We just started doing this tour stuff a few months ago, and so I'm just kind of learning from my mistakes, because I had like a big Atlanta. Anyway, I'm just learning from my mistakes, and that's how we do it. Okay, so that is it. I feel like I went, but I feel so good, because I got a lot of that stuff off of me. So shoot me an email. I'm in the office tonight. I'll be here probably a couple more hours. You guys can call 816-381-7983 if you want to sign up for a training class. The website is not fancy. Our website's not updated. It needs to be updated. Don't send an email asking us to send you information about anything. Like, it is so many videos out here. My videos, I know for a fact, because the reason why I do the videos is so we don't have to keep responding to emails and sending emails and talking about the same basic stuff over and over again. If you want to know the difference between a freight agent, a dispatcher, a broker, look, I have all the videos out there. Everything you can get for free is there. I can't tell you which one you should go into. I don't know. All you can do is listen and figure out which way you want to go. I can't tell you how much money you can make. I don't know, honey. I can tell you I've been in it 11 years, and if I didn't make money, I think I wouldn't be doing something. You know, if I wasn't making money, I wouldn't stay. I can just tell you that. So I can't tell you how much money you're going to make. I can't make your choice or your decision for you. You know, that's just not what I can do. Ashley can't do it either, you know. I'm not trying to be rude. We run a trucking company. We run a training company. We run a staff. We run drivers. So we just don't have time to, like, you know, explain a lot of stuff. That's why we do the videos. So you send an email, we assume you're ready to sign up for a training class. You know, that's it. You know, that's just the bottom line. We put, you know, testimonies out there and things like that. We wouldn't be in business if we didn't, you know, do business, period. So anyway, that is that. Again, not trying to be rude, but we just don't have a lot of time in our day to answer a lot of the same basic questions that are on YouTube. Just look at the videos. If you're feeling me, you're feeling me. If you're not feeling me, then you're not feeling me. Go somewhere else. It's that simple. If you feeling me, then you feel me, and let's do this. But if you don't, go somewhere where you feel them. There's nothing more I can tell you to make you feel me other than the videos. If anything, your little feelings might get hurt because we'll be like, okay, all right, that's it. Okay, we got stuff to do around here. I'm sorry. Anyway, you guys have a nice, wonderful evening. And like I said, I'll be here the next couple hours, or shoot us an email. And thank you very much. All right. Miss Pam, I think you're listening. I saw your text message, and I'm about to read it and definitely respond to it. Thank you. You guys have a nice night. Bye.